after earning our jet badge, we can head back to Route 7 and to the entrance to Twist Mountain. Now, earlier, nothing would happen, but now that you've gotten the jet badge, Cheren will show up, and he'll be like, hey, I've got my jet badge too! We should see which one of us is stronger. So make sure your Pokemon are fully healed. I mean, you know, don't rush right on over there after taking on the gym leader. Not like she was that difficult or anything. But you just want to make sure you're in decent shape. His Pokemon aren't overly strong, but they are finally evolved. So keep that in mind. He starts with that Unpheasant of his, and it's at level 33. Normally not too much of a threat, but I'm not exactly thrilled of the idea of having my Manta Blade out, since my poor Leavanny there is quadruple weak to flying type attacks. Ow, that was a tough critical hit, man. That would have totally wrecked my poor Manta Blade, that's for sure. So I'll send out Marriland, and I'm going to use Scald, my awesome water type attack. Yeah, take that. Although it's about to get a little less awesome in just a moment here, because pretty soon I'm going to be getting a Surf, and that'll be awesome. Now again, the order of his Pokemon depends on, well, just what type you have out. He'll try to type counter you. But also, which Pokemon he uses depends on your starter Pokemon. You should know this by now. I'm not going to tell you it again. But clearly, if you started with a Tepig, you're not going to be seeing a Servine there. That should be pretty obvious. I'll send out my Leavanny there. Just take it away with an X-Scissor. And Liepard, hey, you know what? I could leave Manta Blade out here, but I would rather send out Judo Mario, just because I know he's going to need some experience coming up for too long. Let's see. Oh, yeah, also, knowing that Liepards love to use Fake Out, I sent out Judo Mario so that way Inner Focus will stop that Fake Out from even happening, and I can just hit it without waiting a turn. Simipour. Huh. Watery thing. I think I'll switch Judo Mario out, and we'll send out Manta Blade again. Just because that's the best way to counter an angry water type. With a bug grass type of my own. Can you be strong even if you lose? Is winning everything? Yes! Winning is everything! Didn't they teach you that in Winning Academy? Wow, that thing's fast. Way faster than I thought. Huh. Go figure. Oh well. Wow, and that wasn't even enough. Okay, I mean, I'm not overly worried or anything. I still got you by a landslide. I guess in hindsight, I shouldn't have used Razor Leaf. Probably would have been better to hit with a perfect accuracy attack. Ooh, Wylea wants to learn Zen Headbutt. Not that it's really that great of a move, but since it's not like my Elgium there has any better attacks, I might as well learn it. What is it to be truly strong? I'll show you what it is to be truly strong. That was a fine Pokemon battle. Alder? Where are you? I'm happy to see you both growing as trainers. Whoa, it's Alder, and his hair, and his jumps. If it isn't the champion Alder, I'm weak, so I lost, and honestly it bothers me when you call it a fine battle despite that. Oh, honestly, Cheren, just accept the compliment. What do you plan to do after becoming strong? That'll be the reason for my existence. I want to prove that I'm really living. You remind me of Marshall. Of course, having something you want is important. Anyway, take this. So yeah, they kind of butt heads a little bit, but most importantly, Alder gives us both HM3, which contains Surf. Now we can finally travel over water and have a good water type attack to use. What do I do with my power? I don't know the answer yet. First, I want to become a strong trainer. Devin, next time I will win. Alright, buddy. Keep telling yourself that. Now, Surf is an awesome water type attack. It's great. Any of your water type Pokemon should be able to know it. So teach it right away, and you will not regret it. Let's see, this guy, Hiker Terrell, he wants to conquer his fear and conquer mountains and something like that. I don't know. Whatever. I did go ahead and I taught Surf to Marriland because that just makes sense. In fact, I think I taught a whole bunch of different moves here and there. But obviously, who wants to see that boring top screen while I'm doing that, huh? So I just cut it out. Smackdown, eh? Now, I started with Bulldoze knowing it'd be weaker, but also knowing it doesn't really matter because if I one-hit KO that thing, it'd stay alive with Sturdy, making it such a pain. So it's gonna be 2 hits anyway. Figure I might as well save my Storm Throws for something that really needs it. Oh, go! It's a girder! Ooh, look at that thing. I'm gonna fly up in the air against that. Whoa, Rock Slide! Not good, not good. That's not what I want to see it use. No siree. Uh-oh. No! No, don't get hit by it. That didn't do that much. I mean, it did a lot, but I was thinking it was gonna be a lot worse. Didn't even do enough to 2-hit KO me. Cool. You conquered a B-list mountain. That B-lister's me. You want to go against a B-lister, huh? Huh, whatever. So in here is the entrance to Twist Mountain. However, now that we can surf, there's a whole ton of other things we can do before going to Twist Mountain. So I'm going to show you, over the course of these next few episodes, some of the fun things. These are optional things you can do after getting surf. Of these things, you can get some great TMs. You can even get a legendary Pokemon. You can get 2 legendary Pokemon after you have surf. I'm not kidding. And you can catch some really cool Pokemon as well. So I'm going to head to Route 6. And this is a really important route because there's a lot of stuff scattered around that you can only get after you have surf. One of the first things you'll get is TM84 Poison Jab. So this is a decent physical-based poison-type attack. Not that poison-type attacks are really that great, in all honesty, but a lot of different Pokemon can learn them, including Judo Mario, actually. I'm going to teach that to him just as a filler a little later on, while I'm in the menu, while it's faded away. Another thing... Oh, yeah, one other thing really quick before I go on. You can find water Pokemon, obviously, while surfing. You'll mostly just find Basculin, but you can also run into Frillish, which is a rather interesting water ghost-type Pokemon thing. You'll see 2 different kinds of Frillish. Their color depends on their gender, with pink Frillish being female, and blue Frillish being male. There's no difference between them other than that. It's just appearance. And then there's the Basculin there, which also have 2 appearances, depending on which version you're playing. You can still find the other version if you go into the rippling water, which you'll see sometimes on the water. You just swim right into it. There's a Silk Scarf hiding right on over there. That'll boost the power of your normal type attacks by 20% as long as it's held. It's not too shabby, really. There's a bunch of scientists we already talked to. I used a Max Repel while I was in the menu, just because all these Pokemon are getting annoying, darn it. Don't want to see them. Let's turn on my dowsing machine. See what else is around here. See, it's a lot of work to get to the secret place. You might not even notice it unless you read my walkthrough or watching my videos. There's some hidden mushrooms right over here before you reach this area. But if you keep surfing, you will eventually come across a hidden cave. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. There's another hidden item right over here. Look at that. It's a tiny mushroom. It's so tiny. So, right over here is the Mistralton Cave thing. Let's see. I don't know if it's the Mistralton Cave or the Mistralton Grotto. It's something like that. I know it's called Grotto in the Japanese version. But I think it's just Mistralton Cave. Whatever, its name doesn't really matter. I'm just going to call it the Mistralton Cave because it's by Mistralton. Duh. I'm too lazy to go look at a book while I'm recording this. Now, you're going to need strength in order to get through here. Flash is also highly recommended. I went ahead and I taught it to Wylia, even though she didn't know it beforehand. You know, I might as well teach it because I'm going to need something with Flash in order to get through here. Strength, obviously, is required. My favorite things are mountains, meals, Pokemon, and fun battles! Well, okay, I will give you all 4 of those things. Wait. No, on second thought, maybe I'll give you... I don't even know. Whatever the case. You have a Drillbur, level 33 on your team. Nothing too threatening there by any means, but it's still there with its face and claws and nose. So I'm going to take it out with a leaf storm. No, a razor leaf. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't have leaf blade yet. That's what I want. When Manta Blade gets leaf blade, ooh, it'll be good. I'm just gonna take apart this girder using something. I don't even know what. Let's just razor leaf it, darn it. Yeah, show that thing who's boss, you bulbous head clown nose girder thing. Yeah, what are you gonna do about that, huh? I just insulted you. Oh, I did. Man, this thing's taking a lot. It was not as easy to take down as I thought it'd be. I should have just sent out hope and gotten it done. Oh, well. I really want Manta Blade to get some experience here. And I'm using Shadow Claw. Remember when I said earlier, oh, I should have used a perfect accuracy move? Razor Leaf does have a chance of missing, and I really don't want to take that chance, so let's just Shadow Claw. Oh, ho ho, you got me! I did. Anyhow, moving right along here, we're going to need strength again in order to move this boulder there. Thankfully, you only need to do this once. After you've pushed it in the hole, it's there for life, so you never need to worry about it again, making it easier to backtrack. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I'm chasing my dream, and I'm fighting for victory! Yeah, alright, well, that sounds pretty noble of you. Guess I can't interfere with that, huh? Alright, Hiker Clarke. You've got a bold door on your team. Ugh, I hate these things. They're such a pain because they have sturdy, and I hate sturdy. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's just really aggravating. So I'm gonna razor leaf it anyway, because I don't really care. Not as effective as you think, because of its high defense. It has naturally high defense. Oh well, it's not like it matters if it was a 1-hit KO or a 2-hit KO, because it has sturdy. It's gonna be 2 anyway. So I'll just give it a second razor leaf. Yay, level up to 36. Yay! There's that leaf blade I was talking about. Now this is so much better of a move than razor leaf. In fact, it's sort of the Cadillac of physical-based grass-type attacks. Not a lot of Pokemon can learn it either, so that's why Manta Blade, my Leavanny there, is a good candidate for that with his high attack. And, well, also being a grass type, of course. So let's see, what do we got here? Max Repel, oh joy. These are kind of handy throughout the game. And then there's also a hidden Hyper Potion there. Can't go wrong with that. Now, after this the Max Potion wears off, I think I'm actually going to leave it off. Hyper Potion, yay, another Hyper Potion. And the reason is, there's 2 really boring Pokemon in here. There's Woobat and there's Boldore. But there's also a really cool Pokemon you can only find here. It's Axew. There, see, repel, its effect wore off. I'm not gonna repel again, because I'm hoping to run into one of those Pokemon. You'll see. Alright, so, here's an Ultra Ball. Hidden in that rock right there. Need a strength Pokemon to move that boulder out of the way. There's another item hidden around here. Look at that, another Hyper Potion. See, there's all these items hiding around in rocks. Who thought to put them in rocks, huh? Let's see. So, down south here, there is... What do we got? What do we got? What's this? What is this thing? Huh? A hard stone. So that's basically the silk scarf... Yeah, the silk scarf of rock-type attacks. It boosts any rock-type attacks' power by 20%, which isn't too bad. Here's a Boldore. See what I mean? I'm just going to show you that they do exist. I'm going to cut out any other Boldores because they're boring. Thankfully, it doesn't seem the encounter rate is obscenely high in here like it is in a lot of other caves. You can barely run around and you're running into something. So, let's see. Push that boulder there so it's easier to get back here. And then also, this is a really good TM. This is TM80, Rock Slide. Now this is an awesome rock-type attack that a lot of non-rock-type Pokemon can even learn. Definitely see if any of your Pokemon can learn it, because it's a great move to teach. It has 90 accuracy, which is not too bad. and decent power, and a chance of inflicting flinch. Now there's also a Woobat there. I just wanted to show you that so you didn't think I was going crazy. And here, as a matter of fact, is little Axew. Look at that thing. That's a little tiny dragon-type Pokemon. It evolves into Fracture, and then into Haxorus later on. It actually doesn't evolve into Haxorus too late. I think it's like 47 or something. It really is not as late as you think. So it'll certainly be usable by the end of the game. If you can catch it, great. It's an awesome Pokemon. I actually used one in my very first playthrough of Pokemon Black in Japanese when I was writing a walkthrough for it. And it turned out to be an awesome Pokemon. It can learn things like Dragon Dance or Swords Dance. Well, it learns both. Which makes it awesome. You can either be very fast and hit hard, or you can hit really, really hard. And then it has like Dragon Claw. It has just a whole ton of really good attacks. So it's a great Dragon-type Pokemon for you to get, and it's pure Dragon-type. So Ice-type attacks don't hurt it as much as you would think, which is great. Seems like up till this point, all Dragon-type Pokemon were quadruple weak to Ice. This one's just pure Dragon, which makes it a lot more resilient against Ice. Now, while I was fighting that thing, I noticed I totally forgot to do something very important before running off to catch a legendary Pokemon. What did I forget? I forgot my Pokeballs, darn it. I did not have as many as I thought. 9 Dusk Balls just will not cut it. So I'm just going to dig to get out of there, and I recommend you stock up on Pokeballs, or, well, not Pokeballs specifically, but some form of them before trying to catch these legendaries. I recommend having about 30 Dusk Balls altogether. Ultra Balls can also be nice as well, but Dusk Balls work the best against the legendary Pokemon we're going to run into in the Mistralton Cave. So make sure you have them. Now, some people can catch it in 4 or 5, but I always recommend to have as many as you can. You'll always use Dusk Balls, so they're handy to have. Quick Balls, also make sure you pick up a few of those, because they're very handy as well. We will explore the rest of that on the next episode of Pokemon White.